Hip hop dog.
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, my name is Samara Marule and I hope you do enjoy staying with me. Please do not leave without liking and subscribing. And if you are a returning viewer, thank you very much. I really appreciate your support. I really wanted to start the official video with a skincare video, but at the same time I was like, as in, no, I want a icebreaker. Give me icebreaker, and I feel like a story time is a good icebreaker, like to get to know me and my personality. And yeah, so I was like, I'm gonna do a story time first. It is a story about how I thought my boyfriend was dead. Yo. Featuring a savannah.
Side note, guys, again, Savannah, Dagana, fuck it, guys. Melissa Station because she was not in her right senses. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm drinking today.
Yeah, let's get right into it. This went back when I was doing my first year. Yeah, I was doing my first year back in 2018. So if you know the University of Zululand, you know how notorious that school is when it comes to strikes. Hey, your strike your strike was strong. So yeah, there was a strike. There was this big strike. I don't even remember what the strike was about, but I remember it was big. It was so big that it even continued up until at night. Yeah, we are sleeping. I'm a first year. I don't know what the hell's going on. We are sleeping in our res. How next thing we are hearing windows breaking, doors are being kicked out. Oh, like, hi, what is going on? And now we're freaking out. Like, what the hell is going on? Calling our parents now, we're locking our doors, we're getting under our beds. Like, we are legit scared because some are fresh, guys. We, like, you know, look out the windows, we see the seniors are busy breaking windows, the seniors are busy kicking down doors, the seniors are doing the most. Yo, and we're like, shit. Okay, so me and my roommate's friend, we were so inquisitive and we were so curious, and we were like, we want to see what the hell's going on. So we waited for the strike to kind of like die down, and then we went to join the strike. While we're getting dressed, the strike leaves. We go and we join the strike. Okay, as we're walking up the stairs, walking up the stairs, we get to the corridor. It is quiet. It's like at night. It's like 11 o'clock at night. It is quiet. Like, everyone is either at the strike or they are hiding in their residences. Yo, we are walking, just the two of us, two freshman girls walking alone at night during a strike. There are no security guards at that point. One thing about the security at that school, amagwala, they are cowards. No, but at the same time, I feel like they putting themselves first, because those kids are dangerous. Like, you do not want to fuck with those kids from that school. So I kind of do get why they always run when there's a strike, because they know what's in no shame. It's a matter of life and death. So yeah, I get it. So there were no security, no one else. It was just us walking to the strike. As we're walking, we hear voices behind us. Hey, and we look at each other and we're like, shit. 3 guys are coming behind us. Hey, now we are shitting our pants. We are shaking in our boots. Okay, crap. I feel like there's this thing, Wooty, if you're not a fresher, you can always identify a freshman. Even if you're a second year, third year, finalist, whatever, post-grad, whatever, you can always identify a fresher. Even if you don't know them, or even if you haven't seen something or they haven't done anything, but you can just tell. I don't know how, but you can just tell, you know? Can't explain it. So those guys automatically knew that we were freshmen. Hi, they woke up to us. Let me tell you what they were wearing. They were wearing t-shirts. They covered their faces with t-shirts. They were wearing hard hats. It was Mark Alab. They were wearing hard hats. They had their face covered. They were wearing political t-shirts. They all carried weapons. or carried ammunition. Yo, one had isagila. What is isagila in English? Yo, that thing, man, that stick with the round thing on top. What is it called, guys? I don't know. Like, I'll Google it to find out. Isagila. The other one had indugu. He had a stick. The other one had stones. I don't know whether it was bricks or stones, but I feel like it were bricks that were broken, and he had them in his hand. Hey, you can imagine now we are scared for our lives. Yo, they walk around us. We are thinking they are passing, and then they turn and they come like this. Like we are here, and then they come like this. Yo, we stop. Immediately we stop. We're like, okay, shit. Yo, there's nowhere we can run to. Even if we scream, no one's gonna hear us. We are away from the residences. Hey, we stop. Hi, one of them, the one with the sakila, comes to me and he's like, they are fresh. And I'm like, hi. And then he's like, umuhle, and I'm like, thank you. And then he's like, he takes out his phone. It was those 100 Rand phones. He pushes it on my chest like this. Let me make an example. I'll use my nail polish remover as an example. This is a phone, ne? Pushes it on my chest like this. Fag number yakula. Put your number here. And I'm like, Hatong! Yo, like, you know when you laugh in disbelief. What's he? Yo, with me, I'm a smart mouth. I always have an answer to everything. And I know how to backchat. But at that specific moment, I was like, girl, you better shut up and you do as he says, because anything can happen now. One, I cannot see who he is. So even if I go to the police or go to the security, I cannot identify this guy because I couldn't see. I only saw his eyes. And I'm like, okay. I take his phone and I put my number in. Hey, he takes it back. He dials it right there and then. Luckily enough, I feel like it was luckily numb on that day. My phone was back in my room. I left it in my room. And then he calls and I'm like, I don't have my phone with me. And he's like, Ibi phone yako. Where's your phone? And I'm like, I left it in my room. Like, I wouldn't bring my phone to a strike because we're going to be running and stuff. So it's like, oh, humble scene. Like, yo. Okay, I'll call her Cindy. Cindy Opie in that particular moment. Cindy, she's stuck in the corner. These other two guys are with her, like they are blocking her in this corner, like they are not giving her air to breathe. Me, this Sakila one is right here in my face. Like it was yo, we went through a lot that day. Hey, hi, okay, sharp. And then he's like, get tired, and I'm like, okay. He's like, tell me you love me too. I was like, I love you too. Yo, I've never been so scared and so shocked at the same time. Yo. And then he's like, where are you going? And we were like, we're going to the strike. And he's like, okay, we're going there as well. We'll walk together. And then he's like, I was like, okay. And then he's like, officially today you're my girlfriend. I was like, okay. Like, I couldn't say no. Like, you, my guy, like, yo, I couldn't say no. I just couldn't say Benzotin. Like, what could I have done? Like, what could I have done? They eventually let go for Cindy. And we're all walking. 2 girls, 3 guys. We're walking. I am telling you, let me give this guy a name. I'll call him Usia. I'll call him Usia. At that point, we are walking to the strike. Usia is holding my hand like this. Like this. I must go, right? So he has to hold my hand. Walking to the strike, we get to the strike, we strike. After like an hour, I'm like, I'm tired now. Like, I need to go and sleep. It's like 12 o'clock now. Hey, I decided to go back to my room. People that I was going with, I can't find them anymore. Like, and I'm like, yo, okay, sure. I leave, I go to my room. As I'm running down the stairs to go to my ways, I see Usia standing with some guy, talking to some guy. So I pat him on the shoulder and I'm like, bye. Ne? And then he's like, oh, he didn't respond because I was running. So I just, that tap and run, like the tap and go. Yeah, it was that type of vibe. So when my race is like, you run down, you go into the building, and then you run up, and then you get to my floor. So I get to my floor as I was taking my keys and opening the door. Nangu brothers, how? And then when I spoke, when did you get here? And then he's like, hi. And I'm like, hi. Now I'm freaked out. The door's already opened. He pushes the door open. Like, I'm opening for you, go in so I can come after you. And I walk in. He walks after me. He does not ask to come in. Yo, manners. Hey. So, in my floor, the lights were broken in our corridor. It was broken, so I couldn't really see what he looked like. But he had his hard hat on, and he didn't have the face covering thingy that he had, and he still had his akilasaki. So I couldn't see properly. So as I'm walking into my room, the lights are on, right? I'm walking into my room. He walks after me. I turn around.
Look. Guys.
What a gorgeous man. He was so beautiful, guys. I was so shocked. I feel like he felt that much more beautiful because I expected such an ugly person because of his ugly behavior. So I expected him to be shit ugly. Yo, I was so shocked. He was so beautiful. He was so beautiful. And then I feel like he saw how shocked I was when I looked at him because I had that look in my face, So he comes in, he sees the chain, grabs the chain, he sits down. No manners whatsoever. Yo, my roommates are nowhere to be found. Okay, sharp. So it's just the two of us now in the room. So now it's just me and Sia in the room. Okay, so we chill. And then he starts asking me questions about myself, who I am, where I'm from, what I'm doing in school. And I'm like, I tell him. I don't know, for some reason I felt comfortable with him at that particular moment. As much as I should have been scared, but after I saw how gorgeous he was, I just relaxed. I don't know why. Hi, so we're chilling, we're talking. We happened to be doing the exact same degree. Happened that he was a finalist and I was a freshman. Okay, so he was like, no, if you need help, I can help you with your modules and stuff. I was like, yeah, great, thank you. I'd appreciate that. Okay, we talk. Eventually, my roommates come back. Cindy comes back. We're all chilling and talking. After I was like, no, he wants to go back to his room. He wants to go and sleep. I was like, okay, sure. And then as he walks out my door, he calls me and I'm like, hi. And then he's like, can you please walk me to my room? And I was like, okay. It's at night now. It's raining even. Like 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock in the morning. I was like, okay. Walk him to his room. We get to his room, guys. Oh, he gives me his jacket, gives me his hard hat because it was raining. So for my hair and stuff, and he gave me his jacket. I was like, oh, Auntie, you can be a gentleman, okay? Wasn't expecting that from you. Okay. So we walk, eventually we get to his res. He opens his door, we walk in. Again, I'm shocked. What am I shocked about this time? What an organized man. What a clean man. Like, yo guys, again, like comparison with this ugly behavior. Like he behaved like such a hood rat, and then he looks so proper. His room is so proper. Like, yo, he lived alone. He lived in a single room. So I'm like, yo, I walk in and I'm shocked. I'm shocked. It is so clean. His bed is made to the T. Like, I'm sure even Impogani wouldn't sit on his bed. That's how clean. He irons his duvet or something. It was that proper. Like pillows, had like three or four pillows. Like, like his wardrobe, his clothes in his wardrobe was so I felt embarrassed. Because hi guys, that guy, for a guy, it was too clean. It was too goddamn clean. His study desk had like textbooks over textbooks over textbooks. Someone open his laptop. He had like sticky notes on the wall, like calculator, pen, pencil. Like he's a focused guy. You could see this person when he left for the strike. He was busy doing some studying. So like he's a focused person. You can literally tell what he. Like again, you could see the shock on my face. Wow. Okay. Oh, I didn't say anything though. I just kept it to myself. We chilled, we talked for a bit, and then he's like, okay, let me carry you back to your room. I was like, okay, sure. He walked back to my room, back again. Like, it's like my pills. Okay, sharp. Okay, fast forward, we ended up dating. Okay, we started dating on that day when he lost me with the phone. But at the same time, like, yeah, I don't know. We ended up in a relationship. And then, yeah, everything was good. Everything was sharp. Everything was until one day, I think it was like a month or two later. Hey. I'm in my room, ne? My friend comes. I'll call my friend Utandek. Utandek comes to my room, ne? I don't know what Tandega wanted, but she didn't stay for long, ne? Okay, and then when Tandega leaves, I walk out with her. Like I said, my corridor lights in my block are broken. So when I walk out, it's dark, ne? Tandega lived in the floor above me. I lived in the second floor. Tandega lived on the third floor. Okay. So Tandega leaves, ne? And there was something in me that said, chill outside for a bit, I just chilled, like I chilled. Hey, so in my building, the corridor had like a glass window, so you could see like across, you could see who's walking. There was like a pathway right across my building, so you could see people walking up and down. So I just stood there and I just watched like the people walking. It's like 10 o'clock at night at this point. Okay, so I'm chilling. Like a minute later, legit like a minute later, I see two people walking up. Guy and a girl. One thing about us guys and girls, you can always tell if letu ya jol, even if they're not holding hands, even if they're not hugging, kissing, even if there's a space between them, you can always tell if these people are dating or if these people, there's something going on between them, ne? That was the case for me at that particular time. I saw laba born by a jewel, but I couldn't see clearly who it was because it's at night. Ne? The girl had books. She was carrying books. The guy had backpack, so I couldn't see clearly who it was until they came to a point where they're right across me. Ne? And I'm like, hey, my ear. What's the apple? Guys, there's one thing as a girl or as a person that your person, guys. It could be your mother, it could be your brother, it could be your friend, it could be your boyfriend or girlfriend. But if that person is close to you through whatever means, you know them, you know how they walk, you know how they dress, you know their jackets, you know their hairstyle, you know exactly, so you can identify them from the longest of distances. And then I stop and I look. I don't say anything. I just watch them like, hey, hey, Usiya has the guts to walk past my race building at night with the girl. Utandeka literally like 2 minutes ago just left and went to her room. Something in me said, girl, follow Utandeka. I go up to Tandeka's room. I get to Tandeka's room. Tandeka is chilling with all my friends. All my friends lived in the third floor. I think there were 5 of them. Ne? They're chilling. ngingena neqaba ke manje. Guys. Samara yini? Guys, nayihlola nakungilingwa ebusuku. Yes, Samara, I tell them the story. I say, guys, now siyahamba nentombazane. Hey, they're like, let's land him. Let's get him. I'm telling you, I think I had a towel, or I had a robe on. Like, others are in towels, others are in gowns, like, you know, others are in shorts, others are like, you know, so it's at night, want to sleep. Okay, sharp. They all literally, I think they're watching a movie on someone's laptop. They all wake up and then they all run after me. And I'm like, let's go. We run down the stairs, we run up the stairs, we go out of our building. Now we're running. We need to catch up to them. Ne? Hi, we get to this tree. Ne? The security guards are looking at us like we're crazy. We're like, we don't care. Like past 10. We're running. I remember it was during the week because it was quite quiet. Yeah, it was quiet, and there are not a lot of people. Like during the weekend, you know, get pizzas, like people are drinking, people are partying. So yeah, during the week it was quiet. We're running. We get to this tree, we stop, and then they're like, now we don't know. Here is this building. Here is the pathway to leave our res area. And we're like, we don't know which way he went. He could have went to his res, or he could have went that way. Now we like, you know, and then we stop on this big tree and we sit and we're like, we were lucky enough the fact that his room was visible, like his window to his room was quite visible, and I always knew when he was in his room. When he was not in his room, I always knew. Like, so in that particular moment, his lights were off, so I knew he wasn't there. So I was like, guys, let's wait for like 5 minutes, and if the lights in his room go on, then we know that he just entered his room, and if they don't, that means he went the other way. And then we stop and we chill. My friends are tired. They're busy panting now. They are tired because we've been running. So I'm sitting on the floor. Hi, Simile. 30 seconds. Let's go on. Hey! We're running. To his res now. We're running to his res. We get in, we run up the stairs, we get to his floor. And then we get to this corner. Ne? And then my friends, they all stop. And they're like, girl, like now it is your time. Go and knock on his door. Hey, now they're all hiding. They're all hiding in the corner like this. They're all watching me run. I'm like, okay, sharp, let me go. And I go to his room. I get to his door, I knock. Go. Who is it? Samara. Do. Go. Do. I was knocking like this at first. And then when I saw that he wasn't opening and he knew it was me, I started knocking like this. You know this knock? I started knocking like that. Go. Who is it? It is Samara. Do.
Hey!
Sharp. I knock, I think for another 2 or 3 times. He legit doesn't open. Ne? And I'm like, you know what, fuck it. I leave. Ne? I get to my friends and then I'm like, so what happened? I'm like, I got bullied. He is not opening. And then they're like, no, go back and knock. And I'm like, girl, no. The fact that he knows that I was there, he knows that I know that he knows. And that for me was enough. I was like, babes, asam benbo love, asam sulala. It is late, we have class in the morning. Let's go. And we leave. We go and sleep. Following day. In the morning, I think I had like a 7:30 class. So I leave at like 15 minutes past. As I open the door, guy is standing in front of my door. Now I'm snacks now. Now I'm snacks. I am snacks to the highest point of snacksness. I'm snacks, like as I should be. Hey, brothers are standing there. I'm like, what do you want? It's like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, okay, sharp. Like I'm like I don't have time for him. Like, you know, I'm late. I wanna go for class. So it goes on for like a week or two. I'm just snacks. Like I don't want to talk to him. Like Nje, he's in the doghouse. Okay, sharp. Until one morning, I'll never forget that morning. Until one morning, I think it was a Saturday morning. Yeah, it was a Saturday morning because we had no classes. Yeah. So I'm in the shower with the girls in my floor. Like it's nice. We're talking navas. Hey, yeah. The shower's always nice for us, no, because it was a time to reconnect with the girls on my floor. So we're talking, we're making noise. Okay. The bathroom door opens. Okay, how? My roommate walks in first. Okay, I didn't yabo. Tandega walks in. Okay, nganak. Another friend of mine walks in. Haibu. Another friend of mine walks in. I'm like, Haibu, like, what's going on? And they're like, ish, Samara face. I'm like, yeah. Ish. Yeah, and then my roommate stops them and then she's like, no guys, you cannot tell her while she's still in the shower. Let's just wait for her to come out because what if she falls and hurts herself? And now everyone in the bathroom is looking at me like, what is going on? And my guys like, Yini, what is going on? And then they're like, ish, Samara fets okay, so we can talk. I luckily enough I was almost done. So I finish up and I leave. And I'm like, guys, what the hell's going on? As we walk out the bathroom, like I'm busy pestering them, like talk, like I can see something's clearly wrong. So what the hell's going on? Hi boo, ish, I'm busy. Ish, sapara, ish, like talk. Now I'm pissed. Now talk. And they're like, no, let's go to your room. I was like, okay, sharp. We go to my room. We get inside. Fucking talk. Now I'm mad. Now I'm mad as hell. Cause like what the fuck? Now I'm thinking maybe it's my mom. Now maybe it's someone in my family because Utandega is a close friend of mine. Like me and her are from the same hometown. So she knows my family like that and my family knows her family like that. So if anything wrong should happen, my mom will definitely contact her first. So I was like, talk. I'm looking at Tandega straight in the eye. Talk, bitch. Talk. And then she's like, ish, I'm like, what about him? I'm like, ish, he was in an accident. An accident? No, not Masia. No. Yo, I'm saying no, but at the same time, I'm like, there's a possibility this is true because everyone in this room is just silent. Like, you know that silence would see shit. Yo, now it's starting to register in my head now. It's shit. I grab my phone. So I grab my phone, I'm dialing his number. Please recharge your card to make it before you make this call. Now I'm even more pissed. I grab my bag, I take out some money, I get dressed, go to the tuck shop. Side nigga's walking after me. Yo, like, even her, she's irritating me as well because, like, why would you tell me this now? Like, why? Like everything is pissing me off at this point. Like, nothing is making sense. Ne? Hey. To think that this person, I was not talking to this person because I'm snacks. I was snacks for weeks. I get to the tuck shop, I buy airtime. I put in the airtime, start dialing. Calling, it rings. A long time until it gets to voicemail. Like shit. I'm calling, I'm walking to his res. Ne? Like I'm on my way to his res, I'm busy calling. Ten niggas like, no, someone stop and make the call. I'm like, no. Walking to his res, she's walking after me now. She's also panicking because she knows that you girl is ringing now. Get ringer. I'm walking, I dial again. It rings for like, I think 5-6 times. Hello? I don't know whether my heart sank or it went up my throat, but something happened with my heart. Eh? And I'm like, Sia. And it's like, yeah, end up. And I'm like, Ugopi. And then he's like, I'm in my room. Why? I was like, the relief, guys, the relief. Now I'm talking, I have glasses in my eyes. Like, yo, I want to cry. He was like, what? I stop and I look at Utande. And I'm like, I'm coming there right now. And then he's like, okay, come. Hey, I look at this bitch and I'm like, I'm a winner. Now she's also excited, like, okay, it wasn't him, ne? And then she stops and then she's like, okay, girl, go get your man. We'll talk when you come back. And then she turns and leaves. And then now I'm running. Like, you know, I want to run, but you know, when you're hopping, like you're skipping, like I want to get there as fast as I can, but I don't want to jumpy so that I'm running. So yeah, I was doing that. Get to his dress, I get to his room. Hey, I knock, like he was expecting me, right? So like the first knock on JV, like he opens the door. The biggest grin on his face was like, you care about me. And I'm like, the minute that I saw him, the glasses in my eyes, they just Dalila sana. Yo, yeah, so yeah, we kissed and made up, and then I was like, dude, what the hell? Like, I heard that way in an accident. And then he's like, no, not me. Another Sia. I'm like, oh shit. He's like, yeah, man. It wasn't me. And then he explained the whole situation. I was like, oh, okay. Yo, after that, I stopped being snacks. We immediately kissed and made up. Back to normal, back to being lovey-dovey. Everything was nice and perfect. Flowers and roses. Like, yeah, that is the story of how I thought my boyfriend was dead. So yeah, guys, we've come to the end of my video. And I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, hopefully for my next video, I'll be doing a skincare video or a TED talk. I don't know, I'm going to decide. For me, it's love and light, guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.